Was talking to an agent recently about captive versus non-captive, and I wanted to give you my 2 cents in a very short period of time. So, when you look at a captive agency, it's really like any company. I look at it like a corporation or a place where you're gonna have to climb that ladder. Like if you were gonna work at Walmart, Target, Verizon, T-Mobile, these are very successful, well-known businesses where you could get a stable job with like a salary. You can get an hourly, or you can get maybe like a T-Mobile salary plus commission or bonus type of job. So obviously, you have different places you could go work and do different things that are very well known, like Tesla, Chevrolet, Ford. When we think of these companies, we know I think stability, also, but you may see the news and you may think, well, layoffs. But if you're trying to climb up in a corporate ladder and get promoted and make more income and make more stability and more stable income, well, I think the only guarantee of success that you have in stability is your ability to continue to do the work that's required, which would be managed by statistics, numbers. What are your numbers? What is like, how much money are we losing? How much money are we making? Those types of things are factors, of course. Like even when I worked at Arby's Roast Beef Corporation in, 2007 as a freshman in high school or whatever I was at the time, um, that was a place where they were like, okay, we're losing this much money on the fact that you guys are putting too many fries in the containers, and oh, this is the loss of food and the loss of profit. Oh, this food order needed to go out in 90 seconds and you did it in 105. You need to get it under the 90 seconds or whatever the case may be, right? So there's always some sort of thing that's being measured that the corporation can use to determine like profitability. So why am I talking about all this? Well, when you're with a captive agency, you know, usually there's a lot of things in place that are stable. Like you have a hiring manager, a recruiter, a trainer, somebody that can help with certain things that are pretty stable, pretty secure. And it may take a while to climb up that ladder to become a manager, to become a general manager, to become an operations manager. Obviously, the higher you get promoted, the more responsibility you have, the more income that you make. So I'm mentioning all this to say that, when you're a non-captive agent, you might lose a little bit of that structure, but then you have the ability to create your own organization kind of the way that you see fit, which would be, do I want to do IULs, annuities, term, whole life, final expense, all of those different things? Which one do I want to specialize in? Or maybe do I want to be able to offer them all? Do I want to be able to do auto, home? Those are property casualty insurance license lines, right? Those are all things that should be considered or talked about when you're thinking about going captive or non-captive. Now, if you're working for a company that does only final expense, and then in 5 years you're like, well, I'm ready to branch out and I'm ready to do some term and I want to be able to do the medical exam for people so they can get a better price, Medicare Advantage. My clients all have Medicare. Why can't I be the one to help them out? My clients all have auto policies. Why can't I be the one to be there for these people who like and trust me and actually are asking me, can you help me with these things? And I'm having to tell them no. Well, if you're at a captive agency, there's a good chance that you may not be able to offer all of those different products. So that's why, being non-captive, you have the ability to work with a marketing organization that would allow you to have all these different things under them. And then they're going to support you and they're going to help you grow because they want you to grow because they want you to be with them because when you make money, they make money. So they're going to flow power from a higher place down to a lower place. And that lower place provides power to that higher place. Sometimes when you get into a corporation, it's easy to get stuck. It's easy to feel trapped and it's easy to lose everything that you built. So that's kind of like my opinion on captive versus non-captive. Now, hey, look, hey, sometimes it makes sense to go that route on the captive side for certain reasons. Maybe you really like the stability, the training, the leads, the things that they give you, the resources. So for some people, that can be really good. Now, you have to look at who's running the place, and really look at those relationships. And is this somebody that I want to work for the next 20 years? Is this somebody that's going to keep me where I'm at? And how long are they going to keep me there? And what do I need to actually do to prove that I can break out of where I'm at in terms of the level that I'm at, right? These are all important factors that you should consider when you're looking at captive versus non-captive. I'm going to make some more videos on this because it's obviously a big, big, big topic. But again, I just want you to be able to look at captive versus non-captive and really make your own decision based off of what best suits your needs and your wants for your future.